Hello, my name is Jan Mattes. I'm Chief Product Manager for Data Privacy in SAP Business ByDesign, and I'm now going to give you an overview about the GDPR-related functionalities that we offer in our 1708 release. First of all, to get an understanding on GDPR, with the upcoming law, which will be effective May 25th, 2018, it is not allowed to store any personal data anymore without explicit or implicit consent by a natural person. That basically means if you have a sales order and to execute that sales order you need a delivery address, then this is an implicit consent and then you can store that data. But sending out marketing emails without explicit consent is not allowed. Private persons have the right with that law to get informed what data is stored about them and also to request the deletion of the data if it's not needed anymore. And if companies inside the EU or outside the EU do not obey with those rules, then they can be fined with very high volumes. That means basically you have to pay up to 20 million euros or 4% of your global annual revenue. So that will be significant. So first of all, when considering GDPR, you need to look on your organization and ask yourself, where do we store data on individual persons? That means customers, internal or also external employees. And all of those might be leaving a trace in your systems. And all those individual persons have the right to ask questions, and you as a company are required to answer those questions. And of course, your business software needs to support you with that. The law has therefore split also the rule of the data controller, that is usually your company, and the data processor, that might be, let's say, a cloud business software provider. So let's look on what functionalities SAP Business ByDesign offers with the current release, which are relevant for GDPR. First of all, of course, we store private data for individuals. That means for private accounts, service agents, or also employees. And for all those business partners, data might be stored in Business ByDesign. That might be business documents like activities, emails, tasks, contracts, orders, and so on. And we offer a wide range of functionality to control access to that data, to control the so-called retention periods, that are the periods which control until when data need to be stored, and then afterwards they can be deleted. And we also track the changes and we allow to disclose the data and also to request the deletion of the data. Let's dig a bit deeper. What we offer is a so-called Data Privacy Work Center, and that Work Center basically allows you to find all of your employees, private accounts, service agents, and so on, and to get an overview on all the data that is stored about those individuals, and then finally also to trigger the deletion of the data. And of course, before data is being deleted, Business ByDesign checks the retention periods if data can be deleted or if it's still needed for some business processes. The retention periods are stored in the business configuration of Business ByDesign. So you see that there are retention periods for various entities, for business letters, for work agreement, travel and expenses, also for service agent, private accounts, and you can maintain those retention periods by country. That means basically for every country you can define how long the data needs to be kept in the system before it can be deleted. Furthermore, we track the changes which happen to private data. That means, let's say, if you have a private account or an employee, then we track all the changes which are happening directly on those records, and you can retrieve that changes that have been made and see by when it happened and by what user. Finally, there is lots of more other functionalities, but I think it is making sense that I show you in the system how this looks like. So what you see here is a 1708 system, and you've seen I have been digging into the account management work center. So maybe in traditional business softwares, you might be then retrieving all of your accounts if an account requests you to delete his data, and you would search them via such an account work center and then go to the data and delete it manually. Business by Design is more powerful. You could go here to the so-called Data Privacy Work Center. Let me show this here. So this is the Data Privacy Work Center that you see, and that offers you to centrally access personal data, the business data for all of your business partners, and allows also the removal of those business data. So let me give you an example how that could be working. Let's maybe say a private account has requested you to delete his data. First of all, let me check what data do we have. If I enter here, let's say for all private accounts, and let me search now for an account which I just created, then you find exactly one account which has that abbreviation JAM. And this is the private account, private matters. And you see also the data that we have here. And if I would click here now on the Disclose Data button, I would get the overview of all his data, all the business documents that has been stored for him. If I go into the business partner removal area, you would have a similar functionality. So you could again then filter for business partners, service agents, private accounts, and employees, and then search for them via that simple search, also via an advanced search. And then you get a result list, and here you see there have been 2 records found by that search. It's 2 records. One is a partner, Joe Partner, with the last name Jem, and there is also the business partner that we just been looking on, and you see the details of that business partner depicted already. So what I could do now is here to click on Remove Data, and that would basically fetch all the data for that private account, Jan Matters, irrespective if it's emails or activities or also sales orders, check if retention periods are met, and then finally delete the data, or if it's not possible to delete the data due to, let's say, referential integrity, then it would mask the data with characters that you cannot read the data anymore. So I hope you liked what you have seen, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.